Pequeñines TV. My name is Lizarette Niznievich, and I'm an early childhood professional. On today's episode, we're going to talk about anxiety. What is it? How can we help children that are experiencing it? And what can we do to prevent it? Now, what's really important is to understand that anxiety is a real thing, that it can have several degrees, whether it is something simple or something that is preventing us from going on with our daily lives, from doing work, homework, from talking to other people, even stepping outside for a walk. And so when this starts happening, this is when we should pay attention to ourselves or our children. During our early years, we learn self-regulation. And what this means is that instead of bursting into tears and screaming and kicking like a 2 or 3-year-old, we might just sob, learn how to take deep breaths, and with the help of our teachers, caregivers, and parents, we might do a better job at conveying what we're feeling and how we can move past those emotions. As adults, we have mastered the skills of self-regulation. I mean, hopefully you have. And that means that we can move on from an uncomfortable interaction or a bad experience without bursting into screams, kicking and shoving, and all of this big displays of emotion that we usually see from children. But children don't have these tools yet, and so certain emotions look different on them. What you might see in children when they are experiencing anxiety are things like wetting the bed when they already had mastered sleeping on their own without doing this. You might see kids that don't want to eat, or you might see children that might start throwing up randomly and they have no signs of illness. But the biggest sign of a child not being in control of their own emotions is anger. Anger is usually our go-to emotion as human beings when we don't really want to deal with what we're feeling or when we don't know how to deal with what we're feeling. So if we are sad or scared, we might just get angry. And this makes us feel in control and makes us feel strong, when in reality, we might be broken inside. So watch out for a child who's giving you tantrums. Watch out for a child who was very easygoing and is now defiant. They might be screaming for help, and all you need to do is have patience and try to give them the tools they need to regulate their emotions. Children growing up in a stressful environment and without consistency tend to have a harder time regulating their emotions. As a parent, it is our job to sit with our children, learn how they're feeling, and teach them age-appropriate coping mechanisms. Dealing with anxiety with a nonverbal child, giving them space helps a lot. If your child is having a tantrum, asking them to calm down is not going to have the desired effect. They literally cannot hear you. Their brains are on fire, they're feeling all this stuff, and they're trying to let it out. Let them safely let it out. Once that is done, you can give them hugs. Usually, big and tight hugs help us regulate ourselves, help us come back. So that could be a technique. Another one is just literally to sitting next to them and telling them it's going to be fine and you're going to be there and they need you. If your child is verbal, then a conversation, a needed conversation, after any kind of tantrum or big emotion display is a must. You can use words that you know your child is going to understand, like, wow, that probably felt like a lot. Do you want to talk about it? If your child is not the type of kid to have a conversation about their emotions yet, you can use a book. There's plenty of resources underneath this video, so you can find the book that suits your child. We can look at this page and see how this color reminds me of maybe how I was feeling. Remember, being there for your child is the most important thing. Everything else just falls into place after that. I'm wishing you a great school year, and please try to not worry too much. It's going to be fine in the end. If it's not fine, it's not the end. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you and have a great one. Bye-bye.